first. Are you joking? I've got to get out and get this. Hold on, just a sec.
Without them pipes on, those pipes there, it builds up. You can put more and more pipes on, keep water this way, rather than letting water go that way.
Right.
Morning. Well, let me take the wireless off. How are we doing? Hope you're all good. Yeah, we're just paddling across a wet field at the minute. Just going to do some ditching. I'll take you to some of my previous work yesterday and just show you why we do this. And you can see like the after, and then I'll go and show you the before if you like. So yeah, why does it look like I've got lipstick on? Stupid sun. I haven't, I promise. But yeah, no, I just all of my spud fields and sugar beet fields normally get the dykes slubbed out. Basically all the crap that's in the silt and stuff that's sedimented, if you like, in the bottom of the dike. So that's this morning's job before the sun gets up. As soon as the sun gets round and I can't see because the sun's in my eyes like it is now, then I stop. So like 12, 1 o'clock time I should be packed up, I reckon, because I won't be able to see what I'm doing. Yeah, it's a bit back to front, I know, but so here's a dike I dug out yesterday. Look at that, look. Nice clean dike, all slubbed out. There's a little bit of vegetation and stuff in there, but I managed to get all of the silt and reeds. Well, not all of the reeds. I didn't mow the dike down because I'm trying to leave a bit so it grows back nicely for nature. But look, you can see how the lumps are. Can you see all the lumps of soot that come out of the dike? Look at all that, look. Big old heaps of it. Yeah, so it was good to get rid of that. It's good to get rid of that, so I've got a bit of water flow. Right, let me switch around. And we're back again. Hi. Yeah, so that all has to come out of the dike, but normally we'd mow the side of the dike down, you know, mow all the reeds down so it's nice and I can see what I'm doing with the digger a bit more. But you know, everything seems to be about nature these days, so I'm trying to think about nature all the time. So if I don't mow the reeds down, you know, and just I struggle a little bit, probably struggle a little bit with the digger, seeing what I'm doing, but once you've done it once, doing it 300 more times is pretty second nature. So yeah, it's just leaving the reeds and stuff for the birds, so the reeds will all grow back and bounce back up again nice and quickly, and the birds and stuff have got somewhere to be. So that's my theory behind it. You can see, look at, let me spin you around again so there's lots of videos. This is what my dike looks like beforehand. So there's lots of reeds, and I am taking quite a few reeds out, but I'm leaving all the reeds that are on this side of the bank here. I don't know if you can see in the bottom there, it's just full of silt. Full of rubbish and silt and stuff. It's been in there for the last 5 years. But yeah, we're going down to the digger. Going down to our little 360. What a beast she is. Best buy we've ever, well, one of the best things we've ever bought, really. Came from Cambridge Market. Cambridge Cheffins Machinery Market. We knew the farm where it came from, so that's always a positive. Yeah, it came from a neighbouring farm, really, and they just upgraded to a newer model. But as you can see, when we get there, she's a bit of an antique, I'm not going to lie, but it's brilliant. It paid for itself in the first year, and I mean, it used to cost us a fortune to get somebody to come in and do the dikes out like this. So there she is, look. She is a UH063, I do believe. And yeah, I asked Hitachi about some parts for it and they just laughed at me. So she's that old. She is that old. She's older than me, I think. 1983, I think, I do believe. Or 1982, something like that. But she works. She works a treat. So it does the same job as the new one does, but just means I've got some big old levers flapping around in the cab with me. So yeah, let's get this thing checked over. She does leak a bit, but only when you track one way. So we always make sure we track the right way, and she don't leak too bad, which is good. But yeah, nice big square cab. Look at that, all sealed up with mastic, no leaks. Open the door for aircon. Works a treat. Only gets used really in this time of year. So old engine's nice Isuzu 6-cylinder in there. I put a new exhaust on it. That's about all we've done since we bought it. We've had it about 10 years or so. Oil is good. Oil and water's okay. It leaks diesel out of the diesel tank when you fill it up too much as well, so I don't bother. I just bring a can with me and use 20 litres everything. And then we're done. That's about the only thing that works in the cab, apart from the heater and the radio. The fuel gauge. Oh, sorry. I went the wrong way. What a lovely cold morning. Look at that, where's the sun at? Oh, there she be. Did it? Yeah, we're there. Can't see. Too sunny, mate. Blooming cold out here. My office. Here's my office. Look, it's lovely, isn't it? Nice and peaceful. Not all my fields, by the way.
What are you doing there?
Every time the inland drainage board come through here and do the dyke out, they always have to take the pipe off to get right up and underneath the pipe. Right. To clear all the sludge out.
Yeah.
And they always rip it off.
Oh, okay.
Well, they always take it off and then I end up putting it back on.
Right,
and that's
so
not good. That's not cool.
It just makes more sense for you to do it.
Me and Grumpy Grandad end up with wet feet.
And arguing.
Yeah, and arguing, yeah. So this pipe here builds up the water further around the system. So if there's no end on this pipe. Oh, we're not going in. No, we are stuck.
We are stuck. Are you joking? I've got to get out and get this. Hold on, double sec, hold on.
No, it's pretty cool. Right.
A bit silly.
Yeah, a bit silly. Yeah, as you can see, the water will flow down here, and it's flowing straight into that way. It's flowing straight along that way into the system. So without them pipes on, those pipes there, it builds up and builds up. You can put more and more pipes on, keep the water this way, rather than letting the water go that way.
Right.
Because the water comes from that way and goes that way.
Oh, okay.
So the water can also come from this way and go that way.
Okay.
But we don't want it to. I want to build it up on my field over there.
Okay.
So yeah, they haven't ripped it right off, but I mean it's running right through there. So if you could just go in there and get that bit of pipe out there.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm totally dressed.
So hold your hands and like just feet and just go in there. Yeah, so I've got to put that back on. It's not as bad as I thought, because normally they break that.
Oh, the actual whole thing?
Yeah, that all comes on. So without I can't get on my field where I'm now doing the dykes now. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do power would get out. We weren't stuck, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
Irrit-
Brushing it off now.
yeah, irritates me putting the four-wheel drive in because I have to turn it off again.
So is this all to help you when you need to irrigate the fields,
Yeah,
basically?
just thinking like 4 months further ahead.
Yeah.
3 or 4 months in advance. Like we're getting the dykes. You can see how well they've done a dike out here, but then it's all been mowed. And then they've been in there and slubbed all that out.
Right.
So it's all all clean and ready to go. But I thought I'd take a leaf out of the environmental book and try not to mow the reeds down. So
Yeah.
it's a bit harder to see what I'm doing, but I'm getting it done, so no problem at all. And the reeds are back there. In a month or so, the reeds will all be back to normal. So
Yeah.
and my dykes clean, and the birds have got somewhere to live.
Aww.
So doing my bit for the environment,
Woohoo.
which we've got to try and look after. This is what our meeting was about the other day. Like, we're not really, it's not my land. Yeah, we're just custodians of the land.
Right.
I want to pass it on to the next generation better condition than what I got it. So
the meeting that you had the other day was about basically like when you need to flood.
well, I had a meeting last night. There was another meeting last night about carbon capture, which
you weren't impressed with.
no, not really. I think it's all smoke and mirrors. No, I mean, when they're building new towns all over the place, all right, I appreciate people need somewhere to live, but
People got to eat.
there's two things that they need to do: stop building houses and stop importing food. And if we haven't got enough food in this country to feed the nation, then we've got too many people. So
We need the land.
yeah, we need more land. I mean, the RSPB have just finally got their hands on our land that we sold to them ages ago, but only half of it. And another person owned the other half of the field, and now they've got their hands on that. They can flood it, but I mean, it's fairly good farmland, so why...
Kind of frustrating for you then.
well, yeah, it is a little bit, but not really, if that makes sense. You know, it just doesn't make sense. Once people need food, they're going to have to stop wetting the land
Yeah.
and put it back into production, even if it's for cows and sheep. I mean, there's a few cows on there now, but nothing like it's not managed. Cow cleaning in there. All right, there's a load of sorry, I got itchy here.
It's alright.
Hang on, come around here.
Okay.
Hold on to this.
I can just go underneath it.
I know there looks like there's loads of vegetation in the bottom there. It's just flowing reed roots and stuff. It's not too bad. It will settle, and these dykes could almost have another slob out after the season's finished. But if you can see that there, just clean water, pretty much, bar a load of reed roots and stuff in there.
Yeah.
And then over here, it's all built up with silt. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see where it got to and how clean it is there and how dirty it is there. So without doing this, the water can't flow through the system. So
Okay.
I'm fighting a losing battle trying to get water up that end of the dike.
Yeah.
And that end dam, you can't see the dam.
Oh, I am literally stuck. I'm stuck.
Yeah, I don't know how much rubbish I've got out of here. It's almost a foot and a half of soil coming out the bottom of the dike, and that's built up over 5 years. So.
Yeah, and if you don't, like you said, if you don't do that, you can't get that onto your fields to irrigate later on in the year.
No, the water will all be stuck up there.
Yeah.
Where they finished, the inland drainage board finished doing the dike out.
And it would just flood up there, wouldn't it?
Not really, because it's all controlled.
Right.
But
you want a piece of the pie.
But I want, I want the water down here so I can irrigate. So
yeah.
This is going to be our sugar beet field, and the other half is going to be our potato field. So I'm going to have to potentially irrigate both of them, maybe early on the season.
Cool.
Yeah. So we got the old UH063.
Yeah.
Definitely older than you.
Is it?
Yeah, it's older than me. So
No way.
19. I don't know where the serial number is. There must be a serial number. If anyone knows where the serial number for UH063 is, must be around the front here somewhere. I haven't got a lot of hope of finding a serial number that I can read anyway.
It's probably got worn off anyway. If it's older than me and you.
Oh, there you go. I found it.
Oh, it's windy out here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. No. It's covered in crud. Model UH063. It might not be as old as I think. It says 96 there, but I don't believe that. It says 54 as well, so it's older than Dad. 054 6796. This wouldn't be a... It wouldn't be 96, it's older than that, I'm sure it is. If not, I look really stupid now, because I said it was older than me. And I'm 84, so... Hitachi Construction Company, Machinery Co. Limited. Company.
I just point out 1984, you mean, not 84 years old.
Oh no, I feel 84 years old when I'm got my head stuck in a digger. 96. Maybe it is a 96 then. Anyone knows about UH063s, let me know, because I'm sure these are like 1980s machines. Hitachi didn't know anything about them anyway, that's always a good sign, isn't it? Yeah, we'll get this old clunker fired up. I've got loads of this to do. I've got about 3 days more of this to do, so it'll be better when the dyke's a bit cleaner, but it is what it is. You know, get the reeds out of the way, be able to see what my digger's doing, but I can only just see what I'm doing, and the camera doesn't show you very well, does it? So, alright, see ya.